大家好，今天是2023年5月15日。那我会每次找一篇英文的网页，可能是一篇新闻，也有可能是问答网站。那我会先带大家稍微看一下，说这篇文章要讲的内容是什么啊。第二个部分的话，就是我自己单独的练习时间，我会把内文，然后用英文给它朗读一遍，啊，作为一个自己的练习。那今天的这篇文章叫做 "Dell goes back on work from home pledge, forces employees to come back to the office. More Dell workers are being told to return to the office." 就是过去几年因为 COVID 的关系嘛，那很多的企业那就是允许那个在家工作，就是我们员工呢不用进到办公室去上班，可以自由的选择你要工作的地方，只要在工作的时间可以联系得到，然后东西也有做完就好了。但是后来有些企业发现说这样是可能是一个没有安全感吧，就是觉得员工好像做不出原本应该要有的表现。或者是真的发现员工可能都在外面打混啊，那所以就是像一开始听到的新闻，应该是特斯拉，就是马斯克他就是要求特斯拉员工都要回去办公室，好像一个星期至少要5天，要不然你就不要在特斯拉工作了。那后来越来越多的公司也是有要求各位就是在疫情结束之后呢，然后回到办公室去上班。当然也是有一些公司，比如说他后面有提到的微软，翻一下哈。那微软的话是觉得说，在家工作的话，可能，会更有生产力。那他只是觉得说，我们那些管理者呢，他对自己员工的信心不够，所以才会觉得说，在家工作的效率变差了。那这边的是主要是说，Dell 的话，他也是要叫这边的，要叫他们的员工呢要回去办公室上班了，然后大概就是这样。但是你觉得我们应该要在疫情过后，然后还允许那个员工自行选择，在家上班或者去办公室上班嘛？那我是觉得，在家上班的时候，是可以比较放松一点的，但是感觉又好像没有非常的放松，就是有的时候你想要找一些人去讨论一些事情，还是想要直接去肉身去跟他 face to face 去谈的。那可能有些如果是管理层级的话，他们比较会吃那种人情，就是比较吃沟通能力的职位的话，他们确实会比较希望说大家都可以在办公室里面。但是如果像我们这种非管理职的这种基础员工的话，我们只是要把我们被 assign 的东西做完，那他就不太需要face to face，我们甚至可以都不跟人家讲话一整天，反正我们只是要把自己做完的东西给交出去而已。那就是一个职位高低的一个差别，然后造成说有些人觉得说我们在家工作就好了，有些一定要看到人他才会安心。好，大概就是这样。好，那接下来的话我就自己来阅读一下这篇文章了哈。Okay, so today's news is from TechRadar.pro IT Insights for Business. Dell goes back on work from home pledge, forces employees to come back to the office. More Dell workers are being told to return to the office. Despite initially promising workers that they could continue to work from home where applicable following the mandate set out by the pandemic, Adele is now turning back on its decision and asking workers to return to the office. Unlike some other companies' approaches, Dell seems to be asking workers who live within an hour's commute to work from home for 3 days per week rather than specific job roles. Acknowledging that the news may leave some workers struggling to find suitable provisions such as childcare, The request is being made on an as soon as you can arrange it basis. They'll return to the office. The news comes from COO Jeff Clark, who sees the move as one that begins to more clearly define what hybrid working means for the company. Earlier on in the pandemic, Clark suggested that almost two-thirds of the company workforce may be able to continue work remotely, referring to work as an outcome, not a place or a time. In reality, this looks not to be a compromise, but a return to pre-pandemic normality when workers would typically spend around half the week in the office as part of the hybrid routine. While Dell isn't the only company asking workers to return to the office, the general sentiment is still unclear. Amazon earlier this year asked workers to return to the office, which was met with uproar. Google did the same, only to tell workers in its cloud department that they should share a desk with a colleague on a 2-day per week basis. On the other hand of the spectrum, Microsoft announced a report indicating that workers were indeed productive at home and sometimes more so. Just that managers were failing to have confidence in workers. Either way, Dell is just one of the many companies starting to turn back to office-based working. A company spokesperson told TechRadar Pro, as the world adjusts to post-pandemic living, we share with our team members that we'll return to more flexible and hybrid work. We believe the future work experience will be a hybrid one, and flexibility is and will continue to be a strong differentiator for our culture. Team members located within about a 1 hour or less one-way commute to a major Dell office should plan to be on site at least 3 days a week. For those team members who have a need for a full-time remote work schedule, we will work with them on a case-by-case basis. 好，今天的这篇文章的导读就到这边，那我们下次再见喽。